Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Ed and Kim from Mitchell&Mitchell
Sip and Spill.
We are going to be bringing you live and direct, dope-ass content, dope-ass information, talking about sex, love,
and comedy and laughter,
relationships, all within comedy and laughter, and some good lecturing things. And so we're going to talk about
We're going to drop some gems.
We're going to drop some gems. Kim got some what you call Kimmy gems. So listen, follow us, listen to us, tune in week after week. It might be day after day. Hell, we don't know. But get down, play with us, have fun, and sip with us. Bring your drink. Let's have
roll up and pull up.
Roll up, pull up, smoke up, drink up.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you.
What's up, Kimmy Kim?
What's up, RJ? We doing this thing once again. Back at it with the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. I'm your girl, Kimmy Kim. And what's up, RJ Mitchell? And of course, Sip is not in the building, but he's definitely present with us all times. So for that, I don't know, RJ, you got your drink?
You know what? I don't have a drink. I don't have a drink today.
I don't know what to say, y'all.
I don't know. I know you got to throw me away, Kimmy. I'm sorry. I didn't have.
I've been sipping and spilling for both of us.
I got my smoke. I didn't have a drink. I got my smoke though. So.
Okay. But this is the Sip and Spill show. So I guess she smoked before, but with RJ being the 100% sound and producer for us all, I guess we gonna allow him to say if he's smoking people. That's what he doing. We can't see it. I know y'all don't want to see it. It going all up on the show, but listen, if you good, bro, I'm good, you know. But I'm gonna sip as I go ahead and deliver this spill. You hear me? So it's been one of those weeks. I don't know about you, but I'm just glad to be off. Just to have the day to kind of wind down. So I was looking forward to being able to just chill and, you know, be here and have me some sip and be able to talk about things that, you know, they be tripping me out. So with that said, the subject that you guys are looking at right now is quality versus quantity. And you hear a lot of people say all the time, you know, I got a lot of money, I got, you know, a lot of material things, and hell, I got a lot of women if you're a man, you know what I'm saying? Or I got a lot of men if I'm a woman, you know? So I just wanted to kind of, you know, get an understanding. So for whoever would jump on here, or you see this broadcast later, you can definitely send us a message and we will reply back to you. With that, our handles is on Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill Facebook. And we're Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill on Facebook group page, as well as Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill on YouTube. And of course, you can find us on Instagram. Now, this broadcast may or may not be on Instagram, but I would say that you can't miss us at Mitchell&Mitchell22gmail.com. With that said, so most people, RJ, you know, I was reading an article that was sent to me regarding about quantity, a quality woman rather, versus a quality man. Now, I'm not going to sit here and read the whole article to you guys, you know what I'm saying? But I would say I kind of wanted to just talk about just a few of those things. And it was like, okay, because I'm with it, you know. So it kind of make you look at yourself. Okay, am I quality? You know, I'm a quality woman. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a quality man. You know what I'm saying? So RJ, let's talk about the men first. You know, because I love to give my brothers they love. You know, and men, whatever race you are. But being a mother of, I tell y'all this all the time, of 4 sons. I definitely encourage them and empower them to be, you know, better men at all times. So being a quality man is something I'm really, you know, thinking that everybody should hone into. So they say, okay, it starts off with saying that anyone can say they care, but watch their actions and not their words. So, you know, a lot of men can spit game, right? You know, say, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can walk their walk money like you do. You know, but I have been told, plenty of times like, things you say, let me use that line so I can say it on a woman. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not spitting game. I'm spitting truth. You know, I'm just spilling, you know, truth facts, but they can make it sound as if, you know what I'm saying, she'd be impressed. Well, you know, men, you know, women do it. I guess men do the same thing. So they're saying that, you know, one of the things they said is a high quality man is A high quality man is only interested in long-term relationships. They say a high quality man, he wants serious committed relationship and steer clear of flings and shallow encounters. While he may have previously enjoyed few one night stands, he mature and he feels he's ready to settle down. But there's nothing wrong with casual relationship, but everyone gets tired of them at some point. A man who respects himself eventually wants that physical attraction in partnership when he enters this phase in his life. Well, and they say, certain women have similar values. Okay, so RJ, what I say about that is that the key word to everything that was shared was when he enters that phase in his life. Okay? Because most people don't realize in order for you to get what you want with the person that you said you wanted with, it doesn't happen unless you met him or her where they at. And if that's the space and the place where they want to be, where they want to be partnered up, giving babies and being in that type of, white picket fence and having a house, then that's what they do. Okay? They ain't gonna trip about it. That's where you at. I'd have met you where you at, so it works out. Oh my God, I've been trying to get him to settle down for 4 or 5 years. Or I was with him for 10 years and he never did this, that, and the other. Well, the number one reason is because he wasn't in that space, in that place at the time. Same thing with women. I know a lot of women say, every time I turn around, he always want to have a child. And I'm not in that place. I'm about making my paper, getting myself grounded. And I'm not in that. I mean, them days is kind of over. So, like myself, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely not in that stage, wanting to, have children and all that. Been there, done that, married, all that. That's not my space. So you got to meet the person where you at. Right. And that's where I think now saying one versus the other is high quality. I think you high quality when you know exactly what you want and you play no games. You actually mean what you say and say what you mean. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that stands out. You don't got to play no games. You don't got to fish around. You come out, because being a high quality man, they actually do treat their partner as an equal. It's not like I'm above you, you above me. You know what I'm saying? Or you behind me or you beside me. We are equal. And to me, that's a high quality man and a high quality woman. They said a high caliber man doesn't consider a woman inferior or superior to him. Most men that I feel that would put them in a bracket of themselves, and I know Sip will say this, he said all the time on the show, and that is for her to be herself, and he reps that, understand that, respects that. Some women can come off, such as myself, I've been told a lot of time, it can seem and appear as if you are aggressive because you can express yourself and you can share, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the loving, the most warmest, soft person inside or that we share. But there's parts of you, just like a man, can come off as like, he just such all about everything, like he got to hide this, or he even kind of arrogant. And it's not always that case. It's because the space that they was in to where the space where they at. That's just their place. And if you lucky enough or you blessed enough to meet somebody where you at that time, that to me is high quality. He says he gives his partner space and establish a healthy boundaries. Now listen, some people say, I want to be all up under you 24/7, or some people, no, most people will not say that, right? But then you get with them and then that's exactly how they are. And then you like, it wasn't like that at first, we saw each other. It's like, now every time we hung out, you don't want to go nowhere ever. Or you get the opposite where they be like, well, you know what I'm saying? You don't call me, I don't call you. If I don't hear from you, I don't hear from you. That kind of nobody want to give in type thing. Well, to me, that's what me and Sip would call low frequency, RJ. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, being grown, you need to know when to be able. It's not so much as vulnerability each and every time, but you got to let the person know that you actually like them in the way that I care. You know what I'm saying? And that's not being a simp, you know what I'm saying? Or that's not you being too easy, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you're doing it to somebody that is worthy. That is quality. Now, you can have 5 or 6 different women. Yes, you can. One might have that big old butt you like. One might have that cash flow that you like. Or one might, it's just every time you talk to her, it's going to be a great day. And each one give you different things, right? People can say, and Sip is a number one person, he said it all the time, being poly as he is, that you know what? I can multiple love different people. And there's nothing wrong with that. People can. However, everybody shapes up different, particularly who they are. So with that said, it's not so much as I can just love multiple people. I think it's more so about the love that you're giving and getting with that one person, because everybody, absolutely everybody, will stand out no matter which way it is. And then the most important thing, I think, RJ, being quality versus quantity, is that you want somebody to come in your life ain't trying to change you or fix you. Now, I want to make you better because simply I'm in your life. So some things I might put out, I want you to pick up. I'm making you better simply because I'm in your life. But I'm not coming in there trying to change you. I'm not trying to say, see, you know what? If you just go a little bit higher if you could throw some Luther in there, maybe then I won't be hearing too much of, Teddy Riley. You've been singing for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you don't know your craft. Being in the medical field and working with so many different type of prestigious doctors and surgeons, and I know my craft. I've been doing this for such and such time, this and that. But once in a while, and sometimes more than enough, they meet an actual patient that they've never, ever treated before. So how you going to go into that? You got to be open-minded. You got to be willing. So don't get so stuck in like, I know this. This ain't nothing going to shock me. Because to me, truly being quality, you know exactly that you have to be open. And more importantly, you know what you want and what you deserve. And see, I think that to me is a quality of a man that values himself enough to move on. The same thing with a woman. From any relationship that no longer serves them. Now, people be saying, because I'm done. I snap my finger. See, that give me a little pause, because if you're really done, that means you don't double back. You don't double dip. You just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But just say that, I'm just not going to drop it like it's hot. I'm just going to sit it down like it's warm. You know what I mean? Because at this point, you really ain't done. So try to mean what you say and say what you mean. Now, when we talking about our high quality women, there we go with our high quality women. The very first thing that comes out to them is that she set her boundaries and rebuilt her life. Most women that has been broken or went through some type of relationship, they set themselves and they rebuild themselves. They say, how does a high quality woman handle her relationship? They say as you get to know someone, she pays attention to how they pay attention to her, and she pays attention to them, how she carries herself and handles herself in relationship. And the key things to watch is if she spending time with high quality women, you will know exactly what they stand for, and they say what they mean and mean what they say. So they say a lot of high quality women it's hard to come by. They said because now at this day and age, women have all these unique characteristics of being able to take care of their own and have their own, which is nothing wrong with that. But that does not mean that they don't want to be loved and adored and cherished. So for my ladies that do come off and say, I got this, I got that, we're not looking at our nose down at men. We definitely need them, that we are built for them. However, she works to be better for herself. That's great. She trusts a partner to make the right decisions in life. That's him, allowing him to be that man. And more importantly, you choose wisely decisions on that. That to me is a high quality woman. She respects herself, and she definitely expects that in the same turn. So a high quality woman know how to handle herself, So then getting down to, should I have 4 or 5, 6? If you're a Muslim, or you say, well, then I'm in, several different relationships. Listen, whatever floats your boat. One thing I say all the time is that we are a non-judgmental show. Right, RJ? We're not judging nobody. If that's what you want to do and that's what works for you, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? That's it. That works for you. But it needs to make sense, and it shouldn't have any drama. It should be effortless in how you do it and when you do it. There should be zero drama. Because listen, nobody needs to be in your stuff but you. But you do need to know if it's giving you the feedback of drama, then there ain't no high quality jack nothing in that. You just got a lot of quantity. You got a quantity full of bull crap. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be the one that's handling that. So moving on to, besides the relationship, what about the money, RJ? Everybody always say, I want to know what it's like to have a lot of money. Some people say, I know you said there's problems with that, but hell, I want to find out. I think we always say that. And then I'm still trying to figure out why rich people is having all kind of weird problems. You know what I mean? Because that really solve everything? I don't know about that. I can't say. Do it really solve everything if you got all this money, but you still not happy? I mean, what's your take on that? Because everybody think, can money truly just make you happy? I think it can make you happy in certain areas, but I don't think it makes you whole. What you think?
I think I'm gonna say this. It doesn't complete. It doesn't fix everything. We can all tell by that. But I would like to deal with my problems with a lot of money versus deal with my problems without money.
Okay.
So, I know that it doesn't take care of everything, but I would love to see the other side of that. You have problems, right? So you might as well have a lot of money with the
Somebody's gonna just have problems with the money.
Might as well. You ain't gonna stop you from not. If they said being broke was gonna eliminate problems, then that might be a different thing. But it doesn't. So I'm taking with the money.
Oh wow! And I think that that's awesome. I think that you were not the only person that would say that, RJ. You're not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of those things where people say, I just want to know what it's like. But I have to admit, I have to share this because it's absolutely true. I've been blessed in my life to meet some people that have money, and the kind of money that you be like, wow, I mean, damn, but they are absolutely miserable. And they can give all the charities in the world and they still have that loneliness of, I'm here at the top, but they have severe trust issues now. They don't know if somebody's there for them, or they there for them for the money. And that's why we're talking about quality versus quantity. A lot of people, when you're on social media or you just out there, you want it for the likes. But are you paying attention to who liking it or who liking what you're doing? Because your audience definitely tells you exactly what's going on. I mean, so do you just want to like from anybody, or do you want a certain like? So if a certain celebrity liked it, or a certain person that could put you over the top, and the one that got that money and put you in a whole different type of, income bracket, that's the one you want to be liking your stuff. You know what I mean? You say, I want 1 million likes, so I wanted this and that. But if you get one damn like from one celebrity that go viral, that's all the hell you after. So for me, it's not about how many people that get on in and put on. You know what I'm saying? It's about that one person that sets by you, stay by you, you know what I'm saying, and make things multiply. For example, if you want a lot of money, or you want enough money to where you could pay off bills and stuff like that, one of the best advice that I receive is that when you get that money, it's money that you didn't know that you were going to have. So when you get it, you don't go spending and buying clothes and stuff that don't reinvest, or nothing that gives you, residual income. So what you do is you act as if you didn't have that money, and you go plant that money and make that seed grow into something else. So listen, on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show, we will be doing what we call the Eddie Ed Empowerment. And in Sip, aka Ed, will be definitely breaking down things that you can do to make yourself multiply in income. Because the world that we live in today, RJ, everybody is sitting at the crib and they making money. It ain't always, I think COVID had us all in the house trying to figure out talents. And I think a lot of people discovered that they got some, you know what I mean? So with that said, it's things that you can do to make you be a better you. And with that stated, I'm just simply stating that as far as the money and making things happen, you kind of can be controlling in that narrative. Absolutely, you can. You can control that narrative. You got the power to do that. And I want to encourage everybody. I'm like you, RJ. Like, let me win that money. Let me see what 1 million feels like. You know what I mean? And then I could, I don't really think I'm going to have too many kind of problems. At least I would tell you this. This is where I feel about that. That particular quantity of change is definitely going to change the kind of problems I'm going to have. I can definitely guarantee you that. And, I'm here for it because I'm sick of the goddamn problems I got right now. Well, we can say these broke make to do get through problems. I want to know where I ain't got to worry about a damn dime type problem. You know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about nothing. I ain't got to pay nothing. It's all done. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. That's where I want to be, So I want to kind of experience that too. So every now and then and again, we go and get a lottery ticket, huh? Or we play something or drop that quarter. I don't know nobody as lucky as my mama. I've never, every time I went with this woman to a casino, she's put $10 or $20 and she always walking out with 5 or 10. I just don't get it. I didn't sit over there playing all my little dollars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only playing about 5 or 10, RJ, because, your girl ain't trying to, I'm frugal. I'm not trying to be giving her my money. But my mama, she'll drop a 20 in a casino machine. And next thing you know, she just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, really, mama? Like the machine just go. I'm like, wow, that's what you're doing? Yeah. And that's it. And do she be ready to go? No. And I'm thinking she going to lose it all again and gain it all back. No, some people just blessed with amazing luck. And I have to say the same thing about my father. My father was a type of man that he could play anything. He would have all these game nights at his house. He always had dominoes. He played blackjack. And everybody disliked my dad because he beat everybody. And they would bring friends and say, you ain't finna win today, Ernest. You ain't finna win today. We brought somebody good for you. Yeah, right. My dad would still walk away with change just piled up on the table. So, I mean, my parents got some luck, and I don't know why the hell, RJ, that didn't, descend to me.
Did you try? You said you don't be trying. You say you're kind of frugal, so maybe.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, your girl, I haven't, I can't say when I'm pushed to do certain things, I got my ASIP pushing me to do certain stuff all the time, but I do want to go and play blackjack because my dad, I feel he taught me well. He told me what to do. I just never played it. So I'm going to have to put that to a test. That's one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do and just see how it works, I actually have to be in Vegas for a wedding in about 2 weeks. So I guess I'll be playing my little, I'll go to the blackjack table, y'all. If I'm lucky like my daddy, I'm coming home with some change and I'm going to have a little more quality of money, a little bit more quantity, and your girl can use that. So when we're talking about social media and sites and likes, I don't know about you, RJ, but everybody be checking for them likes. And I mean everybody. Everybody is checking for them likes. Everybody want to make absolutely certain and for sure. It's just crazy. So it's just one of those things where you got to kind of figure things out, you know what I'm saying? And say, well, I get on this site, I get on that site. But all the things people are doing the likes for, that's the challenging thing. Are you really collecting good, clean, wonderful followers for what the message that you're putting out there? Now, some people say, well, she just get on there and that she known for just shaking her tail. She just, he always got his shirt off, but he got 1 million views. So what I'm saying is, if that's what he's doing and he trying to get, or she is trying to get a different platform, and that's how she's getting it, then she's utilizing that well. I mean, it is what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. So even in everything we're doing, we need to stop, figure out, and see how we can multiply things in our lives. We do need to figure that out. We need to figure out how to multiply stuff because I think we do get stagnated. And that's why the quality and the quantity don't move up in the same level. Now, your girl always said this, RJ. I said this plenty of times. And so this is where I might go a little vulgar, as you always say. But I say when people got money, they just do things differently. They do. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now, I don't want the girl down at the street at the candy store sitting there with a big ass with half her ass hanging off the chair. That ain't the one I want. Now I want me a fit model that don't got no ass, and you know what I'm saying, and she got to be super careful about what she more on the thin and say, but I got this bread, so that's the kind of woman I want to be walking around with because I got to rep me. See, So then we get to it. I have to go down. I don't like to talk too much about different celebrities, but I want to say this about Denzel Washington. A lot of people have asked him this question, like, how did you manage to stay with your wife for 40 years? I find that to be amazing, right? And not we all know they have not been without strife and trife and all kind of things. However, the thing is, but however, what stands out is that it's authentic. It's not something that you go on and you found her on a cover. Now, this was the girl that he was throwing, you know what I'm saying, paper at in school. You know what I mean? He didn't have a dime. And that's the girl that he was doing that with. And so to be able to go over this, like, that never changed. So he ain't checking for no like. That who has made him a better person. And I'm here to say, RJ, I find that no, it might not always start when you were young or in school. You know, everybody don't have that particular story. Your ass might be 55, okay, or 43, 41, and all of a sudden you done met somebody that actually make you better than what you are today. I am going to tell you, you need to definitely hold on to that, because they are far few and short, and in between, just damn near non-existent. Seriously, you want to be where if I have reached another level and I can look back and see you there on my right and my left and my back and my front, then hell, I'm already better. You know what I mean? Now that's quality over a quantity of an entourage around me that all they doing is just draining my black ass dry. You know what I'm saying? They on my payroll and I done gave them all this money. I don't know how many celebrities we didn't hear about that they had 20 people around them taking all their money, buying this, buying that, doing this, and then they broke and didn't even know where their money was going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that. If I'm on it and I got a space and a place and it belongs to me, as I do right now, I need to know how it runs. I believe in getting in the trenches about everything. I want to know how everything runs. Damn it, I'm the plumber. You understand me? To the electrician. I want to know how it all works, because that is what I'm truly responsible for. And so you control the type of quality of life that you want to live. That's all about you. It's not about nobody else. And you know, your girl Kimmy Kim is big on ownership. And I'm just saying, we need to start with that. It kind of makes everything in your life move. It does. It just makes everything in your life move. So I don't know. It's talking about money, talking about relationship, and let's talk about having a lot of material things. I mean, you got the latest brands. You got all the, all the bags. You know what I'm saying? You got lots and lots of clothes. You know what I'm saying? And every time you step out, if you just go into the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? You name brand down. How do that shape up, RJ? Because those are not going to go nowhere. You ain't taking it with you. I have never seen a funeral and the person in the damn car and you see a U-Haul behind it. I just, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen that. Have you?
No, I haven't. But what I do realize is that you have one life. Mm-hmm. And life is about perspective. And what makes people happy is what makes them happy. Mm-hmm. You said that when it comes to like sexual orientation or anything like that, why can't be that when it comes to things or stuff like that? We are different, like some people really are into fashion. That's a big thing to them. Right. Some people give a damn. Some people are really into real estate. Some people give a damn, so I just think, when it comes down to designer stuff and stuff like that, that's in some ways I definitely understand. It really doesn't serve a purpose, right? But we can say a lot of things really don't. You know what I'm saying? We really don't really have to do those things. It's not a big deal. But you're right. But it's also about just being happy, So people pay for whatever they're going to pay, whatever it is to make them happy, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, whether it's drugs, whether it's sex, whether it's material things, cars, boats, whatever. Those are things that whatever their hobby is or they thing, whatever that thing is for them, it's no price or value that's too big for them for that.
And the only problem I have with that, and I agree with that, it's one thing to say, I'm just going to do what makes me happy. Okay. But that same damn person is always saying on the other side about what they don't have and what they shoulda, coulda, did, or they wish they woulda. But you can't tell me that story and still you put happiness in something that is superficial that's not going to give you residual. So that's why I say, make it make sense. We say that all the time on the Sip and Spill show. Sip and I, make it make sense. So if that's what you're doing, and you into fashion, and you dropping $1,000 on a pair of jeans, and you dropping $2,000 on a shirt and a bag, but at the same time your rent ain't paid, or your damn lights cut off, them are the people that I'm saying, sit your ass down some damn where. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no damn sense. That is truly not quality. You know, I be seeing people saying all the time, like, I got this, I got that, I got that. Okay, then how are you getting there? They ain't even got no goddamn driver's license. Every time you turn around, they got tickets because they couldn't get to where they was either going. They did it anyway, and they didn't got tickets. So, you know, I'm not impressed. Okay? So it needs to make sense, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm all for you being happy and doing what you need to do. But if that's what you're doing and you exploiting yourself, and every time you turn around, okay, there's something you got, or you didn't having some type of kid, or you got a baby on the way, then I suggest you change up the way you decide to exploit that particular happiness. You know what I'm saying? This shit just need to make sense, RJ. That's all. It just need to make sense. Because when it makes sense, you ain't got to explain it. You know what I mean? You ain't got to tell nobody jack. That's just exactly how it's happening. You know, and I think a lot of people don't realize, RJ, that you can really have the life you want to have. It's up to you. Well, you know what, ain't this? I want this person to think that. And who gives a hell what they think? Because they going to think things anyway. Everybody do. It's natural. But when you live, what I call truly living your life is being able to not hide behind nobody, not being behind anything brushed over, covered. And listen, when you get in front of your own story and you tell your own story, nobody can't say nothing about it now, can they? Because you done already told it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say ownership, making it make sense. And absolutely, there's quality over quantity all the time, every time. You need to show up and show out for you. A lot of times we don't even believe in ourselves. Sometimes we get reminded of that. And also, say you a wonderful person. Like, I know that, you come to the table and you bring this and you bring that. But what I'm used to, is being cussed out and lied to and betrayed. Okay. That's all I'm used to. So even though you come with that, I'm like, damn, that right there, that's some unfamiliar stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and self-sabotage that, fall back and think that that's unfamiliar. But this toxic shit over here, now I'm here for it. Yeah. Tying me up, not calling, going upside my head. I'm used to it. At least I know how to recover, And it's like, it's crazy how people really will put up with the bad before they even begin to entertain the good. And even though they'll know it's good, so it ain't like you can't lie, or you can't, even when you just with yourself, you ain't even got to be telling your friends, smoking, drinking, nothing. You just with yourself like, that's a good dude right there. I had a girl to say, and I gotta say this, and she said, Kimmy, I went out, I had a great time. He was a good dude. He took me out, and we done went out about 4 or 5 times. She said, but I just can't do him. I said, wait a minute. Now, everything you just said, he was good. Chivalry ain't dead. He opened, he closes the door. He don't mind, spending time with you. He ain't trying to smash all the time. I mean, so I'm sorry, he got a good job. You know what I'm saying? Don't got no children, which is kind of rare. And, got his own place. So I'm just trying to figure out, he respectful. You say you're attracted to him. I mean, so I'm just trying to figure out. She said, I can't do him because there's such thing that's called that he's just too damn good to be true. So she said, I broke it off. Went back to the ex-boyfriend, and she just looked like she'd been ran over about 5 times. Every time I see her, it's just like, That shit right there just didn't make no sense to me, Archie. You knocked down the opportunity that God just planted in your seed. He just planted you. Most opportunities, we close our doors on that. We don't even give it opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So somebody just posted random aid. You see that? Okay. RJ, they say you're doing a good job. He sure is. Yes, he is. That's so funny. That is so funny. That's what live is. When we don't know what anybody gonna say, but we sure here for it. But it's one of those things, I think we sometimes self-sabotage good things. We really do. We self-sabotage good things, and I think we should be open-minded to it. Don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, just give it a chance. You just never know. And I think most opportunities we knock down before they even get a chance to grow. It's just like I'm finna go ahead and get my smoke, right? And it's gonna be fine. You didn't know how it's been, all planted and it grown that extra, length or whatever. It's been chopped up real fine and good. And then somebody come over and say, now this ain't really all that good. But it's consistent. Now that you gotta wait for a while. And you go, you know what? I'm gonna go on here with this here because I'm ready to get high right now. But that other high you would have got could have lasted a minute. You know what I'm saying? It would have hit different, but you just didn't want to chance that. Now that's just crazy. That's just crazy. But that's the kind of stuff we do, RJ. So that's what I mean. That's on my end. I hear you, bro, with everybody, doing things to make them happy, and you do, because life is short. But you also need to do things that make sense to make you happy longer, not just for a temporary thing. You know what I mean? Because that just don't last. It just don't last. And then you back the same way you was the first time. So we talking people on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show about quantity versus quality. And if you are knowing what I know, and if you're thinking about it, you want things to be better. You absolutely want things to be better. And that's one of those things. That's one of those things where we just don't know, RJ. We just don't know. So how about you tell me? I'm gonna get a flow to RJ and let him tell us, y'all, because I know that you sung many, many songs. Many, many songs. Yes, you have. But that's that one song when you get to sing and you be like, this my jizz, this my thing. And I think I've asked you this plenty of times. But then there's some songs I just don't really feel like singing that shit today. You know what I mean? Not today. I just don't feel like singing it. So I ask you, you know what I'm saying? You get to that point where it's quality over quantity, because what about everybody in the crowd want to hear that song? So what you do? You get up and you kill it. All right? You get up and you kill it every time. Because listen, it's not about how many people you got in the crowd. It's about that one person that you can affect that will simply multiply a multitude. You understand me? Of people. So you see one person, and that's what I try to tell a lot of my clients, and I try to tell a lot of my employees all the time. Listen, stop focusing on one little thing, because that it's a whole big picture behind that. All you see is one. To open up your eyes and see the whole picture, not just what's in the frame. So if they coming up to you, RJ, and they say, can you please just sing, just go, I'm just making up some stuff. They say, can you just sing some Freddie Jackson? And that's not your jizz. But you're going to find your way to sing that Freddie. And next thing, all I know, I'm going home. I ain't thinking about Freddie. I'm thinking about the RJ saying that song. So the next time I show up at the chemistry, you understand me? Or the next time I show up at the Tavern on the Grange, I know that that's where I'm going to go get my Freddie Jackson fix. Am I right? Because he can do it. And he killed it when I asked him to it. And everything, girl, and this is just how it starts. Girl, I didn't even know he could sing like that. I've been seeing him sing for I didn't know he could even do that. And listen, the element of surprise is absolutely amazing when you say, we shock people. I don't know. I ain't too much shit I be shocked about, RJ. I ain't gonna lie. Your girl and Kimmy done seen some things and felt some things, and ain't too much I'm shocked by. Now, might get the wind, and I got to get back up. But I ain't shocked too much. But things still shock you, and you still be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I think if we put more time in really thinking about the quality of things we do, how we spend our money, and quality of how we spend our time will give us a longer life. A quality of how we eating and doing things, and exercising and drinking water. All the things that we talk about all the time, we want to get better at. And just like just like Sip and I say all the time, this shit need to make sense. With that making sense, you can't be sitting up complaining and talking about other people, and then you ain't even looked at yourself. I'm just gonna let that sit right there. And that's why I love to say all the time, I love to give my Kimmy Kim disclaimer, and that is I am not a therapist guru. I ain't trying to change or fix anyone, but I'm damn sure here for it. If this way you want to come and you want to hear the real, then you want to pull up on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show, because I'm definitely going to give it to you raw and unauthentic and very unapologetic. And simply for the fact is that every time we got a lot of people walking around sugarcoating stuff. I had to tell somebody recently, I said, listen, when you're ready to tell me the real, then I'm ready to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, we actually have, RJ, we literally have somebody that is watching us, and they want to hear your voice. They want to hear you speak. So I'm going to give you the flow. No, I'm gonna keep talking. That's what Kimmy Kim do. But I'm gonna give you the floater so you can say, so that let them know that RJ said. That's why he said what he say. A random ass nigga. Hey RJ, you doing good? Good.
I'm gonna say my thing about quality versus quantity. We always talk about the quality part, right? But there's an importance in the quantity as well. And we can't necessarily act like the quantity part is necessarily a bad thing too, because sometimes you need the quantity to understand quality. You need the difference, because you can't go. Do you truly understand quality without quantity? Without the difference? Because it's like, okay, if I just had let me have macaroni and cheese for the first time. And it was amazing. I only had one. Kimmy Kim made macaroni and cheese, right? I only had hers. And hers was amazing, right? Mm-hmm. And that's cool. I don't need to try no more, right? Because I had amazing macaroni and cheese. But what if I tried 100 macaroni and cheeses and found out that Kimmy's was really number 50? And it wasn't whack, right? But out of 101 macaroni and cheeses, Kimmy was really 50. Number 50. Middle of the pack. And now, did you really understand quality before, just when you just tasted Kimmy's, or did you understand it after tasting 100 and understanding like, yeah, Kimmy was pretty good, but there was different levels to it. So I think there's something give and take with both, with quality and quantity and that aspect of things. So I don't necessarily want us to always throw away the quantity part, because there is an importance to that. I realize that you really can't truly understand quality without the quantity. You have to have something to some wisdom, something to go off of, because you're just going, how can you really just measure that when you just had one thing? That's like somebody just went to one basketball game and saw one team and just saw the Bulls. They ain't see nobody else. Oh, that's the best team in the world. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. I ain't got to see nobody. I seen the Bulls and that's it. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're good. They're good. We're not saying that they're not good, but it's just about opening your mind to understand what quality is. And sometimes, like, even when we look at situations, you talk about women and stuff like that. Women are afraid, or guys, or people in relationships. They get one person, then they're afraid. They're afraid because they're deeming that quantity is a bad thing. they're afraid to explore or look or go to anybody else because I already got with this one guy, and now if I got to leave this, I got to get two guys. Man, then they look at it like the quantity is a bad thing instead of them using that to find the quality. You know what I'm saying? So women will lock themselves in something whack because they don't want the quantity part. They look at it negative. So it's like, I'd rather deal with old Joe Blow. I know he'll knock my tooth out, but I know that's it. He ain't gonna do nothing else. I know what he gonna do. He give me the left hook, and I know on Thursday, and I know it's coming. And it's like, okay, but you don't get that because you know it's coming,
right?
And that's all you know. So we can't be afraid of the quantity part because I feel like that's where you really find out what is quality through quantity. Right. So both of them play a part. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't about having 1,000 over one. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, or having one over 1,000. I think there's a balance with both. In some situations, you do need quantity. I just feel like if you're a business person, you want to use quantity for leverage,
right?
To get the quality that you want, whether it's the pay that you want, but you use the quantity of, hey, if I'm doing negotiation with this company and I'm selling rice to them and they want to buy it for 50 cents a pound, and I got 5 other companies that's talking, and I was like, hey man, if I can use that because I might want to sell it for 75 cents a pound. But if I got 5 other companies, now I can use that as leverage. But if I just got that one company and they could just talk to me like, well, what are you going to do? We the only ones buying from you.
Right.
You going to take this 50 cents or not?
Yeah.
You know, so there are situations in life that you do need quality to bring out leverage, to bring out a balance and everything like that. So I just wanted to throw that in there just to give a different view of my interpretation of quantity versus quality.
I feel like you're basically summing it up saying that people don't really give themselves the opportunity to actually see quality. You know, it's so easy to just be stuck and stay still with what they actually have felt or seen or experienced. Sip says a lot of times about, exploring different things in your palate, like tasting different foods, like I don't eat squid or I don't like this and that, but that don't mean that certain things I simply just won't try because I might be surprised, right? So we can't be so super closed off to some things you may be actually mess around and change your life, affect you in ways that you didn't, know that you could. But most of the time, we won't even give ourselves the opportunity to do that. So like I said earlier, and just like you're saying too, RJ, it's easier to stay in a toxicity situation than it is to be in a situation where there's absolutely no drama. You're damn that bored, like, what you mean? I ain't heard you call me a BT, all day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, wow, really? And that's crazy that we have accepted that type of behavior. We have accepted that the power of negotiation of wanting things more is just what it is. It's in our mindset, and it's something that we said we want. It's even something that we have seen and probably have experienced, but we reject it. So if you absolutely want more and you want to have more, you got to be open to the experience. Absolutely. And you can't let someone else look down on what you feel that can give you an opportunity to be a better you. And most of the time we do that. We will allow ourselves, or sometimes we will talk ourselves out of stuff. Like we do the 90-day challenge here on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show. We tell everybody, we were giving out a prize and ain't none of y'all asses decided to write in and say anything. And then I get the DMs and hear about, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm like, well, when I'm on my show, you need to get on and you need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because then I can address it. And then, don't be saying just give me, and to give you a handout when you ain't did no kind of work at all. I truly believe in earning everything that you should have. It shouldn't just be giving it to you. So, and I think people all the time take other people for granted because they just feel like, hey, they comfortable. They're not going to go nowhere. They're not going to do nothing. And nobody, absolutely nobody should feel that damn complacent. I don't care how long you've been together. I don't care how long you've known a person. And I want to dismantle this. A lot of people say that too. Anybody that knows me know I don't like talking about. I think history is set for what it is, and that's history. But I'm all about the here and the right now. And that is, it truly isn't. I just said this on Motivational Monday night when I said it's truly not about knowing a person for a long time. It's about knowing the person that actually show up and show that they care right here, right now. And sometimes that one person have done that and is doing that currently in your life. And you look around for people that's been knowing your ass for years and they ain't showed up not one time. And I'm here to tell you, so I will blast everybody on that. It has simply happened to me. And that's why I like to talk about what I know and not what I heard. So I don't give a damn how many years you say you've been nothing. Where you been today? That's what I want to know. Everybody make a choice and we all have a choice. And stop thinking that your choice is that you sure, oh, well, now I know what they really feel about me. No, they've been feeling that shit all the time. They just decide to show you. That's where you get shocked.
You know what, Kimmy, and to add on to that, sometimes and throw on top of what you just said, and to piggyback what I was just talking about with the quantity of people. Sometimes it takes quantity to step outside your circle and step outside your comfort zone and to show you what kind of quality you have around you. Absolutely. Because sometimes it takes, we be so comfortable having these 10-year, 20-year, 30-year friendships and sisterhoods or brotherhoods and all of this stuff. And you get so accustomed to what that is. And you can get somebody that been in your life for 3 months and they can rock your world and show you a difference and teach you how to be a better friend.
Absolutely.
The people that I met taught me how to step my game up to be a better friend. And that I didn't know for years. You know what I'm saying? And show me how I could be a better friend to the friends I already have. And show me the ones that's really around and what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? So like you said, you definitely can't be afraid of quantity either, because there's a lot of learning and a lot of exposing, because you can meet somebody extra whack too. And I think everybody, you hear this, no new friends. Everybody talk about, oh, I got these friends and my day ones, and that's cool. And that don't mean nothing. It just shows how long y'all been around. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have people that have been around you for 30 years. That don't mean that there's value there.
That's right. That's absolutely correct. And that is a mic drop. So therefore, coming up, we still celebrating Women's Month, as I just learned. What I think I'm damn near a week old now, RJ. Women's Month. You know, all I know, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I said it at work. I'm saying it now. And listen, all I know is that I'm a woman. Every bit of it. You understand me? But we want to celebrate everybody. You know, we definitely here for it on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show. For everyone, I have to go ahead and give a shout out to the people that watch our show that is out of the country. And they watch our show after we have already recorded and sent a live. So I want to send out love to Ron. I want to send out love to Sylvia. They definitely sent me a long message letting me know that they miss us. And they definitely want to say, welcome, 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 RJ. They definitely adore watching you as well. And yes, we are a team. We are definitely back in the building. So yes, we'll be coming and giving you guys some lives and giving y'all some fun and some laughter and some gems on Mondays, the motivational Mondays, and, you know, different things that we're going to be coming with to talk to everybody about. So we definitely back in the building. We're not gone, you know, at all. So I wanted to make sure I send y'all a shout of love. I thank y'all. I appreciate the love for looking out for us. So with that, the Women's Day, Women's Month is what I'm hearing. So we supposed to be celebrating all month.
The
so
history of women.
You said what you say?
Women's history.
Women history, we should be celebrating.
Celebrating all the history of all the women all around the world.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this much. Okay. I had a damn baby, okay? And his birthday is Friday, and Sip did too, okay? So our children, but I'm going to say, now he ain't no one, but I am. And That's what the hell I'm celebrating this week.
Somebody's birthday on 17th.
Yep.
Oh,
Dillo birthday, Mitchell birthday is on the 17th, as well as my Devin Mitchell birthday is on Friday. So both of them.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, so I would definitely be sending.
Yeah. Huh? Are they Pisces or Aquarius?
They both are Pisces. Yep. Dillo and Devin Mitchell. Happy birthday to you guys. When y'all see this show, I will be sending out some little tags and saying happy birthday to them from the Mitchell&Mitchell Super Spill Show. And as well as I know, the Miss Beautiful, wonderful. I've never had the pleasure of meeting her, but hearing all about her. Your mom's birthday is coming up. I want to definitely send out a shout out to her. We will definitely be doing that on her birthday, which is, I believe, is Monday. So with that said, like Sip said on the previous we did last week, and that is, it's a lot of March. My nephew birthday, Zamik, I want to send happy birthday to you. His birthday is also Sunday, the 19th. And I don't like March. This is somebody very dear meant to me. I lost him this month. It's always been very, very hard. But I will be celebrating. I will be with my beautiful mom, celebrating her and her going through her the changes that's happening with her in her life. I have shared with different people about my mother having first stages of dementia, which is now turning into Alzheimer's. So it's not easy. So I spend my time being in her life, and I'm going to do a whole little, I think, RJ, just send her some love on Monday, as well as your mom that's in heaven. I think it's very, very important to be able to do that and keep them alive and alive, because we wouldn't be us if it wasn't for them. Right?
Right.
We wouldn't be that. So much love to all everybody. Happy birthday. And then I do want to get on the bandwagon, just go ahead and hold, us accountable. And that is, how you doing on your challenges, RJ? Where you at?
I fell off, Kimmy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, what the heck?
You almost spilled your drink out. I seen it.
Almost spit it out.
You know, just say it like that. Yeah, I just fell off. I fell off. But what I did, that I can say, I got me a basketball rim, so I've been shooting around like a kid. Okay. So that's been cool or whatever. But I'm about to really dig into it. So I ain't about to do no more talking. I've been doing enough talking. I'm about to start uploading pictures. That's how we're gonna do it. I'm not playing no more games with you, Kim. I'm not playing.
I mean, I want
you can make me feel bad without saying nothing. Just ask me on the show. Kimmy didn't ask me, y'all, when we was off air. He waited till we was on there to ask me. So now I got to tell the truth. Yeah, in front of all the people.
Absolutely.
I fell off. It's all right. But you know what? What's good is it's a lot of us that keep falling off, and that's cool. But get back up. It's the get up game. That's what we call ourselves, the get up crew. Come on, Kimmy.
The get up crew. That's all I'm here to tell you is that, listen, all I'm going to do is drop you one Kimmy Kim Jim, and that's, listen, you already done it already. All you need to do is get up out of bed and show up. You got to get up, show up, dress up, and show the hell out, because I can already see you walking that walk money in the way you want to look, dress the way you want to dress. You understand me? Feeling good the way you want to feel good. It's already there. So I need you to forget about what was and walk directly into what is. So that's all you got to do is start. That's all.
I'm on it. I'm on it. We gonna get it. We got us a crew, Kimmy. We're gonna call ourselves the get up crew. Because we don't never stay down. You feel me?
We got so much coming up. You understand me? We got so much power in these seats and giving y'all this hour. You hear me? So therefore, I'm here to tell you that all you got to do is show up and show out in whatever that's keeping you low and down and out. Baby, you don't listen. Get in control. Get in front of it. You already better than you just don't believe it. Listen, it's not about what you believe either. It's how hard you believe it. So if you believe it to be so, it's already done. So I don't know about you. This is where I can say where I'm at. I'm holding my own self accountable. I'm so very, very proud. I have to say this of myself. Sometimes we do need to toot our horns and say when we're proud of ourselves, because if we don't, we're truly not taking care of ourselves in that matter either. So I am in a master's class to complete my coaching. And I am so proud to say that I have reached my first certification. I passed with flying colors, and I couldn't believe it. So yes, I am happy, happy, happy. I have 2 more to go. Yes. Thank you very much. So, but it's not easy. You don't feel like it. You're tired. You just, you know what I'm saying? But we got to get in there. We got to do it. But I can say I myself, RJ, I fell off. I am, and I like to share with people is that I'm 100% anemic. So I have to be very careful about making sure that my iron is up. So with that stated, I fell off in, I'm just not a big old meat eater. I've always challenged because I was a vegan for a long time. So I still have problems with eating meat. So, but I'm on it. I'm getting myself, it kind of helps. I don't have to be, indulging, just throwing back steaks every day. But I do have to be on it. It just kind of helps, and then just staying healthy and getting your iron, and drinking your water and doing things that that works best for you. So I'm in the trenches right with you, bro. We gonna do better, and we gonna keep. Listen, as long as we stay in the ring and we keep on fighting, then we got a chance to win. That's all I know. But when you get out, you can't win. So I ain't leaving the ring. I'm in here with my boxing gloves, and I'm tying them up tight now. Okay, so this is a whole nother damn week. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's do it. So with that said, listen, for everybody that's going to see the show, we want to send mad love out to everybody and all our love and supporters. And yes, Sip is still in the building and definitely will be coming in when he can. And we will definitely be updating y'all when we can. With that stated, we are the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill Show. You'll be checking us out on Wednesdays, sometimes recorded, sometimes live. You'll also always see a show on Saturdays, and that will be at 7 p.m. We'll be dropping our shows, so I'll be refurbishing things that we have and have not done. You will see that. And check us out on all our handles. Yes, we are on IG, and that's Sip and Spill 2022. We on Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill Facebook, and we have our very own Facebook group, which is called the Sip and Spill Facebook group. And yes, of course, you can find us on Mitchell&Mitchell YouTube. Now, coming up, people been asking this question. I want to go ahead and divulge that. Will I be doing interviews? Will I be going out and being in places as we were? And yes. So when I'm able to do that, I will say this Sunday, you can check me out. I will be going. I'll be with my mother. And I just want to bring light to that. And then as well as I want to bring light to RJ and Sip's mom as well. I love to celebrate. Listen, I don't need Mother's Day. I want to celebrate life right now today. So check us out. Check us out. We're going to be bringing y'all different things. And listen, more importantly, we're here for it. Whatever you want to talk about, we can. So coming up, RJ, I've been hit with this topic. So we're going to let it fester and think about. But I've been hit with this conversation of, and RJ is real good at this, y'all. And that is, why can't no draws day be every day? Damn.
Hey, don't y'all threaten me with a good time, because that's what I feel. I feel when you're married, you feel me? I can't speak for the people that's not married, because I am being that guy. I am being that guy because I wasn't on that before I got married. But now I understand. I'm definitely on that. So especially if you're married, those draws should be every day. Every day. Matter of fact, burn draws. Burn the draws. Burn all the draws. So somebody just take your draws and your wife's draws, or somebody, or some women take your husband's draws and your draws and burn them all. We don't need these.
I can't call it, but I have to say, ever since we didn't put that out, now they said St. Patrick's Day coming up. Why you gotta wear draws, Kimmy Kim? Listen,
that's a good enough holiday for me. Easter, Day, hey, Juneteenth, you dig? All of them. We can do all of them. It don't matter. Father's Day, it don't matter.
My word. Oh my word. So everybody listen, they got their things that they want to listen. So we want to address that next time. Okay. But thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching us and checking us all out. We love you guys and we appreciate all the love and support. And of course, Sip definitely sends his love. So with that said, we're going to sign right on out. Until next time, check us out.
Listen, guys, we like you. We love you.
want more of you. And it's been real and it's been fun. And every time we do our show, every time we get together, every time we fools with our peoples, it's always, don't ever get it twisted. It's always real Mickey Ficky fun. Holler back at your peoples.